Okay, okay.
So
I'm about to go, yo. If it's lit like that, I'm about to go.
Oh, are you West Indian yourself, or?
I'm not. I actually did like a 23andMe thing not too long ago, and I did find out that I had roots from Kenya and like Sierra Leone, but
Sierra Leone.
All right, so
Shout out to Kenya, man.
yeah, it was cool
Shout
to
out to Kenya. Definitely. You got a lot of viewers over there.
African American.
Bruh. Did we talk last time about my time at Sweetwater?
Yo, you worked at Sweetwater?
No.
Okay, what happened? Here's a story.
Yeah, here's the story. So, ever since I had graduated Full Sail, there has been a recruiting, HR recruiter who's been trying to fly me up there ever since 21 to do an interview.
Okay.
But at the time, I was like, it just wasn't the right timing. So I went to a Full Sail career fair, January, February, in February, and then decided that in March they were going to fly me out to do the interview. They would pay for my hotel, they pay for my food and everything, and they paid for my rental car.
Yep.
Well, I was there. The first thing that should have kind of like made me feel
red flag.
Yeah, like red flag. Was that I had started taking a new new medication.
Okay.
Like for 2 days, and then that morning when I was supposed to be at the airport for like 6:30, I passed out because of the medication I was taking, so I had to move my flight. And then ever since then, ever since that had happened, I when I was telling my mom, like, hey, I feel like I'm passed out and I looked like dog doo-doo, she was like, I don't know, like, I have a really bad feeling about you going there, blah blah blah. But I'm like, girl, I'm following my dreams. Some of the sales people at Sweetwater, because that's what I would have been doing. Some of the sales people at Sweetwater, majority of them are making at least $80,000.
Yeah, they make a little bit of money.
Like $200,000.
Yeah.
So I'm like, yeah, like this is something new. I was working at Guitar Center at the time, and I was just not a big fan. Yeah, I was like, not a big fan, because I just didn't like. I was gonna climb the corporate ladder, become district manager, and all these, eventually maybe probably the CEO. But they were just a little dirty. Like, it just Guitar Center. How Guitar Center was made for the underground and like playing the instruments there and stuff like that, it turned into something completely different.
Totally different. I used to talk with Guitar Center back in the day.
It's a money thing. The CEO of Guitar Center has never played or listened or was never a fan of Guitar Center, and it was just money. Anywho, I'm pretty sure they're going to become bankrupt sooner or later. Anyways, though, so Friday, I flew in Thursday. Friday was my interview. So I get to the facility, 1 million square foot. Sweetwater is 1 million square feet, but like because there ain't nothing
in Indiana.
And it ain't shit. I'm thinking like,
Indiana,
okay, like the music scene is trash, and it's like a worse. Have you ever been to Chalmette, Louisiana? It's like it's just like flat. Everything was dead. It was just
the Midwest for you. It's the Midwest.
Right. But costs of living costs there are so cheap. Anyway, back to this main story. Okay, so I'm getting a tour of the facility, and they have a 2-story metal slide. So, and this was before the actual interview. This was just like they're just touring, showing us, because there was one other guy also, and they're like, do you want to go down the slide? I said, hell yeah, I want to go down the slide. You're talking to Falyn Williams here. Like, I'm down to do whatever.
I'm down to slide.
I'm down to slide. Come on now. But this was a swirly metal slide. And let me just paint the picture of what I was wearing. I was wearing tights because it was cold up there.
Okay.
Tights. I was wearing heels like this long.
This is a bad idea.
And I'm a Boston heel, so I wasn't worried about that. I was wearing a long black blazer that went down to my ankles, and I was wearing a dress. So no friction down the slide.
Mhm.
And I thought it would be a great idea to do this, like I'm on a fucking water slide, and
Mhm.
cross my legs as well. And so by the time I blinked, I was already about to like get off the slide, and I was going a lot faster than I had assumed I would.
Mhm.
I tried to stick the landing, and I was in heels, and I rolled it, and I heard this exact sound. And I was like, my ankle is broken. I broke my tibia and my fibula at the damn
Stop playing, man.
what? So they brought me to the hospital, and they were like, well, you need emergency surgery. And I'm like, I don't live here. Like, what in the world?
Yeah.
What, like, but they're like, this is like trauma. I broke my tibia and my fibula, or my fibula and tibia, or is it tibula and fibia?
You're right. That's the second one.
Both them bones down now, and
Yeah.
both of them. And I'm like, do I have osteoporosis? Like I don't.
What the?
Hitting of the bones, like
Oh
so
my
like,
god, yo.
for real. I've done every sport you can imagine growing up. Anywho, so they were trying to either find my mom a flight up to Indiana or try to find me a flight back down so I could go get surgery
Yeah,
because
because insurance is different in different states. Yeah.
the majority of them, unless they're in Honduras. But anyway, so turns out the CEO of Sweetwater owned an aviation company, and he was like, it's fine, I'll just fly her back on my private jet. We can go right now. So I met the CEO of Sweetwater, and I flew in his private jet to Baton Rouge that night, went straight to the hospital, and went straight into surgery. I got 1 plate and 9 screws in my ankle. It's gnarly.
Let me ask you a question. Did the CEO fly with you, Nana?
He did.
Okay.
He did. And I was trying to talk to him about, like, hey, if you ever just decide, like, I'm a cool down ass that has a degree in music, like, why don't you just, you're a little older, why don't you just, let me take over the company?
Yeah.
But I think he just knew that I was so fucked up. I'm sorry, I'm such a cursor.
Yo, it's not a big deal. What are you talking about?
But yeah, I was so.
So it kind of seems like the CEO was trying to flex a little bit.
He was, but I also think they were really worried about me suing him because my mom's a paralegal and accident injury a paralegal. So
Yeah.
And I vocalized that, but of course I would never do something like that because the people at Sweetwater, and I met a lot of different positions. They're all so nice. And it reminded me a lot about a lot of Sweetwater. How how in that what was that like fishbowl building? I don't remember.
Yeah. They literally called it the fishbowl.
The fish, yeah. So like it was like that, but on steroids. But yeah, that was the most painful thing I had ever experienced. They had given me probably like. I don't do the math thing, but about this much of a shot of fentanyl thigh didn't touch the pain.
No,
didn't touch the pain. And then they're like, okay, let's give you some morphine. Didn't touch the pain.
son.
Yeah, it was wild. So they were like, we still want to interview you. Like we think you're like you would be an asset to the team. Blah blah blah.
Yep.
And of course I would, but now I'm like rethinking it because it's like I don't want to live in Indiana. Like if Sweetwater was in like Cali or like some is booming.
Yeah, Indiana's trash.
It is. It really is. It really is.
I can't imagine that, man. I never broke a bone in my life.
I broke this wrist twice, but it was when I was in kindergarten, and it was when I was like in first or second grade. So it wasn't as bad when you're younger. You heal faster, you know what I mean?
Yeah. I remember when we had first moved to Michigan, like a long time. I probably was like in the 5th grade, whatever it was. My older brother, was on the block or whatever, a bunch of kids playing, doing flips. Back in the day, that's what we did. You know what I mean? Like you put the hand. So they flipped my brother, and then my brother, his dumb ass, landed on his fucking head. Yo, came down head first. That was it, man.
Oof.
I sprinted to the house, got my mom, got my step pops or whatever. And when he woke up, he was like, he had amnesia for like a quick second, like a good 2 hours,
Bro.
He ain't know where he was at, yo. He ain't know what was going on. He ain't know his name. He ain't know shit, yo.
Yeah,
Scariest thing in my life, yo.
I bet.
I never did no shit like that. I'm not stupid. I'm not crazy.
I am both of those things.
Stupid and crazy? You definitely not stupid. You probably crazy. I can see that in your eyes.
I have my moments where I'm like, why would you do some shit like that?
Yeah.
But, doesn't everybody, I guess,
Yeah, we all make things, make mistakes, whatever, things we regret or whatever, but it is what it is. That's how you do. That's what life is.
Right.
Word.
Trying to figure out the best I wish
Angle.
learn
This
it.
thing is so
You gotta switch it to landscape, not portrait. Right now you gotta
Under settings.
possibly. I mean, it's not a big deal if you can. Or just turn your phone around. Just turn it sideways.
Review. I know, but it still doesn't like show a larger picture.
All right, so
That's definitely not it.
all right, so let me see. Is it locked? Is the screen locked? Like,
No. It's on my phone too, so it's just
it is what it is, man. Not a bad thing at all. So how long you down in Orlando for?
Till Monday.
Okay. And then what happens? Where you go back home or?
Yeah, I'm going back to Louisiana. What's that?
Why don't you just run away and never come back?
Because I like money and I need money.
I'm sure you can get a job somewhere. I mean, I'm sure Full Sail will hire you as a teacher's aide or a teacher's assistant or a teacher.
But I need 6 figures. I'm trying to retire by 35.
Shit. How old are you?
Huh?
How old are you?
24. I'll be 25 in a couple weeks.
Trying to retire by 35. Me too. Damn.
Bro.
How old is he? How old are you?
I'm 19 and a half actually.
Are you for real?
I'm about to be 20 next August.
Holy shit.
You're 19.
That's wild, right? I would have known. I actually didn't know.
Wait. So how old do I look? What are you trying to say?
You look like mid-20s. Is that
you
full
look
beard?